The uncertain near future of Star Wars. We are at an interesting point with the future of Star Wars, with the Maul TV show starting in April and the Mandalorian movie coming in May. And I think the Maul TV show will be a great continuation of animated Star Wars, and the Mandalorian and Grogu movie is a toss-up. Is the movie going to feel more like Season 1 and Season 2 of The Mandalorian, or Season 3? And so far with the marketing, it looks to be more like Season 3. The plot of the movie and the TV show look completely different, and I think the ending of Season 3 with Moff Gideon will be barely mentioned or be a non-factor into the movie. More or less, the movie is going to be standalone, barely recognizing anything that happened in Season 1, 2, and through Season 3 of The Mandalorian, so it's going to be something completely new. And again, based off of the marketing, what that seems to be is that the Mandalorian and Grogu are fighting the Empire, collecting bounties on a number of planets, fighting beasts, and meeting up with new and familiar faces. And this just has me questioning why? What is going on in this movie? And I guess we'll have to wait and see to, more or less know what is going on with the Mandalorian and Grogu. Because it is a movie that is coming from the TV show, but the TV show really didn't leave off on anything interesting or anything to really look forward to, and then now we're getting a movie that seems to come out of left field with no direct plot or semblance of what's going on in the greater Star Wars universe. As opposed to the Maul TV show, which I feel like will have a very defined story that they've had for a couple years now, and that is finally being made in the spirit and continuation of the Clone Wars / Rebels. So I expect Maul Shadow Lord to be nothing mind-blowing, but a solid Star Wars project. So again, both of these projects are coming to light soon, and I'm hopeful that both of these will do well, but I'm not really expecting The Mandalorian and Grogu to be something groundbreaking. And I do wonder if it's going to set up anything for Ahsoka Season 2, if possibly this movie is a setup for more Star Wars movies, but again, who knows what they're going to go for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. It could be a number of different things, good or bad, so we'll see where it lands. And then speaking of Star Wars projects coming to light, we can move over to video games. And so far we have 2 video games that are slated to come out in 2026, and that is Star Wars Galactic Racer and Zero Company. And with both of them, like I said, coming out in 2026, here we are in March with little information on both of them, both without a definite release date and price point. I feel like if these games aren't delayed soon, one of them is going to be a surprise drop for May the 4th, and one of them will come at the end of the year, and it could be Galactic Racer or Zero Company being both of those. So who knows when either of these games are going to come out in 2026. And I kind of feel the same way as the movies and TV shows as I do with Star Wars video games. I hope both of them just do well, and I hope Galactic Racer is a good single player game and multiplayer game that just is a solid Star Wars Galactic Racer game. And I assume it's going to be around the same quality as Star Wars Squadrons, where that is a X-Wing game, kind of expanded upon. I expect Star Wars Galactic Racer to be a speeder racer game, just hopefully with a lot more stuff added on, as Star Wars Squadrons was lacking quite a bit. So hopefully they learn from that project into Star Wars Galactic Racer. And then in terms of Zero Company, I hope it's just a good tactical game. I don't expect it to be like Game of the Year for its revolutionary tactical gameplay. I just want it to be at some level of quality, tell an interesting story, and have meaningful, fun tactical gameplay. And I think with Respawn attached to it, I think it's going to be a solid game. So again, kind of similar to how I feel about the movies and TV shows, that there's going to be a level of quality expected, but the question is how low that level is going to be, or how high they're going to exceed it type of deal. So both games again don't have a release date or a price point in 2026 when they both come out, and here we are in March. So an interesting near future of what Star Wars is going to look like for the 2 bits of media, and then the future video games that we don't know. And expect videos for the Maul and Mandalorian and Grogu movies as they come out and we get to learn more about them. So with that, until next video, subscribe if you would like, and goodbye.